Get away from me!
The old woman screamed. Around here, that could mean danger, demons, or Miss Kashani being herself. You could hear that woman from a block away. She had used that same siren voice of me a few times when I left my trash in the hallway and the neighborhood cats performed open-heart surgery on the bags. Whenever I saw her, she made sure I knew her skeleton ran on prayer and painkillers. Yet here she was, pitching rocks.
Die!
She threw another one. It hit the dog. The puppy had stopped resisting, now just shaking and whimpering. She bent for another stone. That's when I caught her wrist. Miss Kashani, one mustn't lie. Isn't that what you told me when I forgot my share for the elevator repairs? She yanked her wrist away.
Let go of me, VANDAD! When have I ever lied?
The puppy whimpered loudly, tried to stand up but collapsed. Well, your back seems perfectly fine when you're stoning dogs. Do you really need my help with trash bags and stairs? Sounds like a selective disability, I said. She raised another stone.
That mutt smelled the meat in my bag and wouldn't leave me alone, rubbing against my legs, wagging its tail. Now I have to wash everything, my clothes and myself. They dig through trash, stink, and bark if you get too close.
Ouch, I said. That's a suspiciously accurate description of me. One man's trash is another man's treasure. I barely manage a daily shower. And if people get too close, I start barking. Literally. We're basically cousins. You don't actually want to kill her, or me, right? I approached slowly. She growled, bleeding. I had to give Miss Kashani credit. Her aim was good. The stone struck right between the eyes, leaving a thin cut across the puppy's forehead. I crouched carefully and reached out. She snapped and caught my hand. All right, point taken, I muttered, not pulling back. She growled again, but didn't bite me a second time. My other hand slipped gently under her chest. She struggled for a moment, then went still, just trembling. It's all right, I said quietly.
Where are you taking that dog?
She's staying with me for a few days, until she gets better.
You can't keep her in the apartment. It's against the rules.
The puppy growled at her and let out a tiny offended bark. All right, I said, glancing between them. You two need to stop fighting. I shifted the puppy in my arms. Look, Miss Kashani, you can report me to Miss Shahin for keeping a dog. I headed for the building. But if you do, I might end up reporting that interesting smell from your joint medicine. I'm not convinced all of that came from a pharmacy. I was an art student once, Miss Kashani. My nose is educated. She froze. I glanced back at the two heavy shopping bags at her feet. Need help? I can carry one.